How can a monkey become a millionaire through business? Have you ever wondered how a monkey could become a millionaire through business? The monkey thought it was simple. Buy a banana for $1, sell it for 2, repeat the process, and soon he would be a millionaire. Brilliant plan. But there was one small problem. The real world doesn't work that way. The biggest businesses aren't always built around things people want. They're built around things people need: energy, fear, health, hunger, and time and attention. So the monkey opened his notebook. If I want to understand where the real money is, I need to understand what humans can't live without. The first thing he discovered was oil. Number one, the oil business. You could call oil the blood of the economy. The monkey looked at a car, a truck, an airplane, a ship, and a factory. They were completely different, but they had one thing in common: energy. Oil plays a massive role in transportation, industry, petrochemicals, and countless products people use every day. Imagine ordering a product from another country. Before it reaches your door, it may pass through a factory, a truck, a port, a ship, and another truck. Every step requires energy. That's why when oil prices move, transportation, shipping, and production costs can change too. The monkey wrote, "Oil doesn't sell you comfort. It helps the world move." But he didn't stop. If movement creates such a massive market, what about something even more powerful? Fear. Number two, the weapons business. The monkey discovered an industry much bigger than guns and tanks. Countries spend money on aircraft, ships, defense systems, military vehicles, equipment, and related technologies. In 2025, global military spending reached around $2.9 trillion, according to the Stockholm International Peace Research Institute. But why do countries spend all this money? One major reason is fear of threats. When a country feels that danger around it has increased, it may increase defense spending. And the customer is completely different. It might be a government or military with a huge budget and strategic needs. The monkey wrote, "Sometimes the strongest reason to buy isn't desire. It's the fear of not having something when you need it." Then he closed the weapons section. If fear can create a market this huge, what about something almost every human being is afraid of? Disease. Number three, the pharmaceutical business. The monkey entered the world of medicine, the business of hope. He walked into a pharmacy and picked up a tiny box of medicine. All these tiny boxes, and behind them is an industry this massive? Yes, because the size of the product doesn't tell you the size of the problem it is trying to solve. When someone gets sick, priorities change. A new phone can wait. New shoes can wait, but health is different. Of course, pharmaceutical companies cannot simply charge whatever price they want. There is competition, generic drugs, insurance, regulations, laws, and patents. Developing a new drug can also require years of research, trials, and testing. The monkey wrote, "Don't judge the size of a business by the size of its product." Then he asked, what about something humans need every single day? Food. Number four, the food business. Bananas, bread, rice, milk, meat, vegetables. Something humans need constantly. You don't eat once in your lifetime. You eat today, tomorrow, and the day after. That's what makes food connected to a recurring need that never disappears. But successful companies didn't stop at simply selling food. Some discovered something even more powerful: habit. A drink you buy every morning, a meal you order after work, a snack you eat while watching a movie. At first, you're buying the product. Over time, the product can become a habit. And there's a huge difference between a customer who buys once and a customer who comes back every week. The monkey wrote, "Making one sale is good. Making the customer come back is better." Then he looked at his phone, and that's when he discovered the final business: data and attention, the new beast. Number five, the business of data and attention. This time, the monkey didn't see a factory or an oil field. He saw a tiny screen. He opened an app, watched one video, then another, then another. He checked the comments and watched another clip. Then he looked at the clock. Half an hour had disappeared. Nobody took his wallet. But he gave something else: his time, his attention. In the digital economy, attention can be a valuable resource. Many platforms make money through advertising, subscriptions, digital services, or other business models. In advertising-based models, the longer users stay on a platform, the more opportunities there may be to show them ads. Data can also help companies understand interests and personalize services or advertising, depending on the platform. So the monkey asked one simple question: if I don't pay with money, how does the platform make money? That question can reveal a lot about any business. Then he returned to his notebook and wrote 5 words: oil, weapons, medicine, food, attention. What's the connection? The answer isn't that these businesses are always the most profitable, or that entering one of them will make you a millionaire. The deeper connection is that they are connected to huge and recurring needs. Oil is connected to energy and movement. Weapons are connected to security and fear. Medicine is connected to health. Food is connected to hunger. Digital platforms are connected to time and attention. So if you want to understand why some businesses can become enormous, don't just look at the product. Look at the problem it solves. How many people have that problem? How often do they need the solution? And can you provide that solution better, cheaper, or faster? At the beginning, the monkey wanted to buy a banana for $1 and sell it for 2. He was looking for the difference between 2 prices. But after this journey, he discovered that business is much bigger than that. The biggest companies don't succeed simply because they sell something expensive. They become part of people's lives: their movement, health, food, security, or time and attention. And that's when the monkey understood something. Don't just look for something people want to buy. Look for a problem they can't ignore. But understanding people's needs doesn't mean exploiting them. The best businesses provide real value that makes customers come back because they want to. The monkey pulled a banana from his pocket and laughed. He used to think business was about buying this for $1 and selling it for 2. But the problem wasn't the banana. He was looking at business from the product side. Real business starts from the other side, the human being. What do they need? What problem do they want to solve? And how often will they need that solution? That's where money begins. Not with the banana, but with the need that makes someone willing to pay for a solution. The monkey didn't find a magical business or a machine that prints money. He found something simpler. If you want to build a strong business, don't start by asking, how can I make people buy from me? Start with the harder question: what do people actually need? Because the monkey started this story trying to sell a banana. And he ended it, understanding that the biggest businesses in the world don't only sell you what you want, they build around the things you continually need. The monkey didn't become a millionaire, not yet. But he learned something more important than how to sell bananas. He learned how to look for opportunities. Because money doesn't always start with the question, what can I sell? Sometimes it starts with a simpler and harder question: what problem are people facing that I can solve? And perhaps the banana in the monkey's hand wasn't the beginning of his business.